Bonjour, this is Cyril from Work Smarter, Live Better. In this video, I want to share with you one simple habit that can really have a big impact. I am at the moment with TK in a beautiful island called Pulau Tengah, which is in Malaysia. And we're staying in a little bungalow called Number One. And I couldn't impede of thinking about George. George is Mr. Number One. One of my favorite holiday destination, is actually Vanuatu. For those who don't know, Vanuatu are 80 islands lost in the Pacific. And we went there twice with TK and the kids, and completely remote. I mean, you fly to the main island, then you fly to another island, you take a boat, and you get to this small island called Aore. That's where we stayed. And in Aore, we met George. George was the caretaker of the house we were staying with. And so if you meet George in the morning, and you ask George, "Hey George, how you going?" His answer, Number One. "Hey George, how was the football yesterday?" Number One. "Hey George, how's the sea today?" You guessed it, Number One. George lives in a very simple condition. I mean, he's got a small house for his family. I don't even know if they've got electricity, but everything is amazing for George. Everything is number one. Everything is positive. Now, I have the pleasure of working with many leaders around the globe. And I'm talking smart people, high performer, but are really swamped. They're swamped with email, they're swamped with things to do, they're swamped with meeting. And as a result, a lot of them are really stressed, has an impact on their well-being, has an impact on their work-life balance. Martin Seligman is a very famous author. He's a specialist on happiness, he's a specialist on optimism. And he suggested this really simple exercise for your well-being. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. That's as simple as this, no more complex. And so for me, every evening when I go to bed, I have a grateful journal and a pen, that's all what it is. And every evening I write the dates and 3 things I'm grateful for. 1, 2, and 3. And I try to relive them, to think about them as I'm going through this. It means that first I put a positive thought in my mind before going to bed. And I think I sleep better out of that. It means that little by little, I have trained my brain to see the positive out of life. And especially for me, I mean, some of you might be optimism by nature. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist / critical. You know, I always see the little detail that's not working well. And it little by little trained me just to be grateful for everything. And yeah, it's easy for me today to be grateful to be on this beautiful island in Malaysia, but I can tell you every day there's something to be grateful for. And so I call that my number one habit. So let me ask you the question, what is your number one habit? And if you don't have a number one habit, is it worth maybe 2 minutes per day taking a pen and paper and writing down 3 things you're very grateful for? Is it worth creating your number one habit? This is this week Work Smarter, Live Better tip. I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna have lunch with TK now, and then we're going out for a snorkeling tour in the middle of nowhere on different island. I am so excited. You have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon. À bientôt.